Chupacabras. Since ancient times, legends have been an essential part of village culture. They serve as warnings, tales of the unknown passed down from generation to generation. Some are meant to scare children, but others hide mysteries that defy reason. In the dead of night, when the wind whistles through the trees, and animals grow restless for no apparent reason, these stories seem to come to life. The town of San Isidro was small and peaceful, surrounded by mountains and farmland. Its inhabitants lived off livestock and agriculture, without major disturbances, until a series of strange events shattered the calm of their nights. It all began when Don Eusebio, an elderly farmer, found 3 of his goats dead one morning. There were no signs of struggle, no tracks of an attacker, just 2 small puncture wounds on their necks and pale skin, as if all their blood had been completely drained. In his youth, Eusebio had heard stories about the Chupacabras, but he had always dismissed them as old men's exaggerations. Now, reality seemed to be warning him otherwise. Rumors spread through the town like wildfire. It wasn't long before more farmers reported similar losses. Sheep, chickens, and even dogs were found dead under the same circumstances. Fear took hold of San Isidro. No one wanted to go out after dark, and the sound of the wind seemed to carry sinister whispers of something lurking in the shadows. One night, Julian, a young man who worked in his uncle's stables, decided to stay up and keep watch. Armed with a machete and a flashlight, he hid in the barn, waiting for any suspicious movement. The hours passed slowly, and the cold of the early morning seeped into his bones. Suddenly, a rough, guttural sound broke. The silence, something he had never heard before. His flashlight trembled in his hand as he aimed it toward the barn door. In the shadows, 2 red eyes gleamed in the darkness. The creature was taller than he had imagined, with a skeletal body covered in greenish scales, elongated limbs, and sharp claws. A row of spines ran down its back, rising with every movement. The most terrifying feature was its mouth. Long fangs protruded from its snout, dripping with a dark, unknown liquid. Julian felt his breath hitch, but he couldn't move. The Chupacabras advanced with unnatural speed, dodging the beams of light as if it knew the flashlight could reveal it. He barely had time to react before the beast leaped onto the barn's roof with incredible agility. Scratching sounds echoed through the wood. A dull thud, and then silence. Without thinking twice, Julian ran back to his house and woke his uncle and other men from the village. They all went out armed with machetes, shotguns, and lanterns. They searched the fields but found only strange tracks and a nauseating stench lingering in the air. The creature had vanished. The attacks continued for another week, until a storm swept over San Isidro, leaving an unsettling silence in its wake. There were no more deaths, no more signs of the Chupacabras. Some said the creature had moved on to another town. Others believed it was hiding in the mountains, waiting for the right moment to return. Over time, life in San Isidro returned to normal. But the villagers never forgot that night, when they saw the impossible with their own eyes. Some still slept with weapons under their beds, and children grew up with the warning never to go out alone after dark. Moral: sometimes, myths and legends hide truths that reason cannot explain. Not everything we fear is unreal, and not everything unknown should be underestimated. Nature and its mysteries remind us that there are still shadows we have yet to illuminate.